The DTR6 integrating sphere is used to measure the spectral reflectance and spectral transmittance of the PVE device under test. It is mounted on the optical rail to the top of the PVE300. A 45-degree divergent mirror is positioned to the right-hand stop to relay light along to the DTR6. On the DTR6 is mounted a sandwich silicon in-gas detector for measurement over the range 300 to 1700 nanometers. In the measurement of spectral transmittance, the DTR6 should be placed towards the left-hand stop on the optical rail. In this manner, the beam from the TMC300 monochromator is imaged at the plane of the transmittance. At that position, one should place the small clips with a view to hold the sample under test. And at the reflectance port, the reflectance port cover should be placed. This merely ensures that the reflectance port is covered by a reflective material. There is no hole in the wall of the sphere at that port. The specular port should also be covered with a specular port cover. The reference level is measured with no sample in place. A sample can then be positioned, held in place with the clips, and the transmittance measured accordingly. Where smaller samples than the innate port size should be measured, then a variety of port reducers are provided. One should remove the clips and one can screw the plate to the entrance port of the sphere. In the measurement of spectral reflectance, the sphere should be positioned to the right-hand stop on the optical rail. At the reflectance port, one should position the larger of the clips. In this way, one can hold at the reflectance port the DRS reflectance plaque or the sample under test. Where the sample to be tested is small, a port reducer is provided. When using these port reducers, one must of course ensure that the monochromatic probe beam is smaller than the port used. When performing the measurement of spectral reflectance, one has the choice of having at the specular port a specular port cover which will reflect the specular reflected light back into the sphere for measurement, or the specular trap which will effectively exclude the specular component. A port viewer is provided which attaches to the specular port and allows one to view the sample at the reflectance plane. By pushing the DTR6 against the reflectance port stop, that is the right-hand stop, one can view the image of the monochromatic probe at the sample position, and one can adjust the sample position as required.